Hey y'all, it's me again, Chance. It's the same day. I'm just breaking the videos up. So in this video I just wanted to talk about the side effects that I had from the chemo. So again, the first um chemo, I didn't have any side effects. I was trying to see if I felt anything, and I didn't feel anything. So I'm so grateful. Everything was normal, and it was almost weird that I didn't feel anything, not the first day or even like those days after. I may have been like a little bit tired, but I always sleep anyway. But I felt weird about it because I heard, when I'm in my treatments, I talked to the other ladies there, which everybody's so nice and sweet, but everybody was telling me about their experiences and what to do, and they were like, get this, get that, in case, like I got ginger candy just in case for nausea, and I got Imodium just in case I had diarrhea, but I didn't have regular bowel movements anyway. And I was like, hopefully this will regulate something. But I didn't have any diarrhea. I didn't have any nausea. I was taking the nausea medicine just in case because they said it sneaks up on you, and you rather get ahead of it than wait for it to happen and try to stop it. So I took the tablets and stuff anyway, just in case, but I didn't feel anything. I was able to work. I was able to, walk around. I didn't feel anything. Um, Treatment too. I didn't lose my hair either yet. But so the second chemo, I did. All my numbers were still good. I went in. Everything was still good. The only thing I will say is the day after, I do have to go back after the chemo treatment. I have to go back the next day for a shot, and I forget what the shot is called, but it's supposed to boost your immune system and create like white blood cells because the chemo can, attack them and wash them out. So I have to go back the next day for the shot to help create new white blood cells, and then I get a fluid infusion, and that takes like about an hour. So I have to stay to get fluids infused to stay hydrated for hydration. And the now that shot, it does cause bone pain, so it did cause back pain, and my body was a little sore after the first one, but it seems that it does get a little bit harder each time. So the second treatment, everything was about the same. I didn't have to stay as long because I think the two chemos that I have to do, they reduced them from like an hour and a half to like an hour, and because they drip it faster instead of slower, so it takes less time. The second treatment, I still didn't have any nausea. I was a little bit tired. Not the same day. It didn't affect me. If I had my treatment on Wednesday, it didn't start affecting me until Friday. So I can, I'll just be draggy, a little bit fatigued, not feel like doing anything. I can still eat my food. Um, but the carbo plan that does affect your taste. Like it feels like I can still eat because I eat anyway. I'm not missing meals, but it create the way I would describe it is it creates like this pasty like layer in your mouth, and it tastes like all your food tastes different. And at first I didn't notice it. Every time I was like eating or drinking something, I'm just like, that water tastes funny. Something wrong with that water. Or no, this don't taste the same. Like if I get Chipotle, I'm like, they didn't cook this right today, or something. And then it hit me. I'm like, oh, that's the side effects of that. And it lasted for about a week until it go away. And it's not everything. Like some fruits I can still taste, but it's just like weird stuff. Like it's like a coating, but I still eat. Like I knew I like the food I was eating normally, so I'll still eat it. And my husband be like, "No, it's fine. It's just you." Like I'm like, "Long John Silver, they didn't cook this right today." Like whatever it was, I'm just like, "This not that somebody did something wrong," but it was me. So it lasts about a week after, um, and then it goes back to normal. It goes away. Um, Now the Taxotere, that one is the one that makes your hair fall out. And so the first treatment I had, I was waiting. Like I was combing, I was waiting, I was combing and to see, and it didn't come out. that first week. And it was time to be like washed and straightened. So I didn't want to do it and waste money if it was gonna come out, because I was expecting it to come out, but it didn't. So I went and got my hair, shampooed and straightened. And it wasn't until the week after my second chemo that I started to see it fall out. And I still didn't. And I try to insert the pictures of like before and after my how my hair was or whatever before and then after what it is now. But it didn't start to come out until my a week after my second treatment. I started noticing like a lot of shedding. And it was in my head before, because it normally sheds, and everybody was like, no, you'll know when it starts to shed. Like it would be like a little strings of hair in the comb. I'm like, is it happening? Is it happening? But it wasn't. I knew when it was happening. It was like so much. And then it got to the point where I didn't even want to like comb it, but the hair was just sitting there like attached. But I know that if I ran my hand through it, it was gonna come out. So, and I didn't even have to shave it. To this day, I didn't shave it. It just all started falling out. And I'll insert, like, I had like a bald spot in the back once, and I'll try to insert those pictures too. But I had a bald spot back there, and then I didn't even have to. I didn't have to shave it or nothing. It just started coming out. And when I grab it, it just come out. It just come out. So I just wash my scalp, and it feels good. The water hits it or whatever. And then I ordered some wigs. This is one I just wear, just normal. I wanted to keep it as normal as possible, or close to my normal length as possible, except for like date nights or stuff like that when I want to be extra or dramatic or whatever. I'll wear like a long one. But for the most part, I just try to keep it simple. Um, but some other side effects. So besides the food taste, which lasts for about a week, and then it goes back to normal. And then the hair loss that happened a week after my second treatment. But I still have like eyebrows a little bit. I color them in or whatever. I still have lashes. They're still like, it's hair here, and it still try to grow under my arm, which is weird. It's like the places you don't want it's stubborn, but it came out on my head immediately. And I can see that these are like lightened up a bit. And you'll be able to see in my before pictures that like my eyebrows were like thick and full. So I try to, just draw them in when I go somewhere. And then so some of the other side effects that I have, like the back pain is a lot. And I think that back pain is mostly coming from that shot that I get the next day after my treatments. Um, but that usually lasts about a day or two, and it's not immediately. So if I do treatment on Wednesday, I'll start feeling things Friday, and then it'll last until like Sunday or Monday, and I'm fine, like with pain. And the same thing for the third treatment. Now, it was the fourth treatment that got me. I thought I was in the clear, because I only have to do 6 sessions of chemo per my plan, once every 3 weeks. And I was like, okay, this is not so bad. Man, the fourth treatment, that's the one that affected me the most. And when I went in for my fourth treatment, my they do my blood work before they approve the treatment. So I went in for my fourth treatment, and my liver enzymes were high. Like they were high the treatment before, but they still approved me. Like they were going up. But the next one that I went in, they were high. Like that was around, I want to say, Thanksgiving break. Thanksgiving, they were high. I think they were at like 300 and something, which I don't know what the normal is, but now they're back down. So, and it was like 81. So I just know 300 and something was high. It had went to 1 something to 2 something to 3 something. And so on my fourth treatment, she did not approve the Taxotere. She took that off because she said that she thought that was causing it. So I only had to do the other medicines and the carboplatin. I didn't have to do the Taxotere, but still, I don't know what it was, but I was affected by that one. Like my body was in so much pain. I was so tired. I felt like the only thing I could do was get up and eat, and then I would sleep like the whole time. I could sleep hours and hours and hours at a time. Like I was so tired all the time. And I that one got me. I wanted to quit. Like I did not understand what was going on, and I just wanted to quit because it was just too much. I'm just like, the lump wasn't affecting me. This treatment, like this, that, it was so bad. I really wanted to quit. I really wanted to quit and say, no, I'm not doing this no more. I don't know, but I was looking up stuff, and they say that you have to do it because with the HER2, you don't know if there's a cell that may have split or created itself, a cancer cell somewhere in your body that the PET scan or the MRI missed, and they want to give you the treatment to wash that away, anything that they may have like that they may not be able to see in the MRI and the PET scan. So I was like, okay, I four down. After that fourth one, I'm like, okay, I'm four down, two to go. And I was talking to my husband and my dad and stuff, and it was like, you only got two more to go. Just you know try to get through it. But that that one, yeah, I was just crying and so much pain. I couldn't get out the bed. It hurt to walk, and it just hurt like to the touch. It wasn't like a inside pain. It was like to the touch, like you like a whip or something, and you feel that burn to the touch. Like I can't explain it. It was bad though, and that lasted for like a whole week. It was terrible. And I don't know because I didn't do the Taxotere, so all that had to come from the shot and the carboplatin. Like I didn't understand. It was so bad. That one was rough. So some of the other side effects that I get is, I guess it's maybe dry. It's not like a running, but I do have like nosebleeds. But it's more like when I blow or when I wipe, it's still red blood, but it's not like constantly coming out. Like I have to do tissue to get it out. But that's one of the side effects. I'm noticing now. I guess you can't really see it. These need to be done. These are like nail stickers or whatever, but you can kind of see it on my thumb, like a little bit. It causes the nail beds to darken. So I just keep like nail stickers on it, or paint them or whatever, so you can't see it. But it's like black or dark in my nails, and they said that it's coming from the chemo as well. That's a side effect. I mean, they don't hurt or anything. It just ugly to look at. So that's one. So I have like slight nosebleeds. My nail beds are darkened. I lost my hair. I do have skin problems, but I always had like acne and stuff, so I can't tell what's coming from what. But it'll be pink, and then this mark came from. It was like pink one day under my skin, and then it just turned dark. It wasn't a bump or anything, so I'm not sure. But they said that it can affect your skin. It can be washed out there. So that's happened. I just try to moisturize it. Hopefully, it goes away whenever I'm done with these treatments. And one of the one of the biggest side effects was, and hopefully I just want to prepare y'all. This might be TMI, but I was having blood in my stools, and it was bright red blood. And after the first one, it was like it wasn't painful, but I just see it when I wipe. But then, like, I want to say after the third treatment, it was a lot, like almost like a cycle. And it was a lot when I wiped. It was like so much. And I told the doctors and the nurses about it, and they said it wasn't really concerning. It could be possible hemorrhoid irritation. Um, which I didn't have hemorrhoids before that, but and I take stool softeners too, just to ease it through. They recommended that, so I take stool softeners, which I've always taken to go because I don't go regularly, and so it wasn't that it was like hard and causing bleeding because it was still soft, but when I wiped, it was like blood there. And at first they weren't concerned as long as it was bright red and not dark, but when it just got so much, I just kept telling them over and over. So she did refer me to a GI doctor, and I guess I'm gonna have to meet with a doctor to see about the hemorrhoid, because she was just like, it's affecting the hemorrhoids as long as it's not dark or black like tar, then they're not concerned about it. But really, after the time when she skipped me from the taxotere, I didn't experience it after that. So I'm associating it with the taxotere. Um, but I just continue to take mine, especially like before and after, because again, it didn't cause me any diarrhea. So it almost kind of, I take the stool softeners to, go, and it kind of regulates a little bit. And I haven't noticed it as much after this last treatment. So right now, I have had 5 treatments as of right now when I'm speaking. I've had 5 treatments, and my next one is scheduled for next week. So hopefully all goes well, and that can be my last treatment for chemo. But the um other 2 medicines, the Herceptin and the Perjeta, I'm still gonna have to continue that one for a year, once every 3 weeks for a year, for a whole year. And then after that, the plan, according to my plan, now things can change, the depending on like tests and scans and things like that. But so far they're saying that this should be my last one, and then I'll have surgery. So that's where I am right now. So hopefully things continue to just go the right way. I have been emotionally up and down. This stuff just, I mean, it just affects you, man. It's I just know that I'm always gonna be paranoid. Every little thing. I constantly feel myself. I can't tell if they said it could possibly shrink. I can't tell if this thing is shrunk or grown anyway, but it's because sometimes it feels huge, and sometimes, depending on if I turn a certain way, I can't feel it. But I'm not sure. I guess they'll do more tests and see. Right now, she's saying that for the surgery, she's going to. I'm opting for a double mastectomy. I just want to remove them both and start over. I'm not quite sure right now what I want to do as far as reconstructive. I'm gonna meet with the surgeon on the 30th, the plastic surgeon, and I'm gonna see what he recommends. If I have enough fat, I mean, because I do have a little pooch, but if I have enough fat, then I want to do the fat transfer. But if not, I kind of feel like I should treat myself to some nice boobs, after going through all of this. I want to treat myself. So I won't know until then. And then once I have more information and get ready for the surgery and see what he says, then I'll, do another video if, you all care to follow. But it just sometimes I'm happy, and I'm, really, really like positive, and I'm like, I can do this, I can do this. And then sometimes I'm just like really sad and emotional and down. And I know all days aren't going to be great, but I just think it mostly, due to my mom. Like, she's not here, and I couldn't tell her. And, that was a secret, like, one of the biggest secrets I ever, kept from her. Because I, talked to her about everything and stuff. And for me, I couldn't tell her that. I couldn't have her. She was already going through her own stuff. So I couldn't, tell her that and have her worrying about me. So she, passed without knowing. And when I do get down, she had so much stuff going on with her, and she didn't give up. She had to do her own dialysis. She was constantly in and out of the hospital, getting poked and stuck with needles and having, so much. And she never quit. And so I'm not going to quit, but it does get hard sometimes. But I'm all the doctors and stuff say that I'm handling it really, really well. And I'm just grateful to not have as big of side effects as some people that, I talk to when I'm there, and have the things that they go through. So I'm just really grateful for that. And I'm really grateful that, usually people are um, you know, polite to me at the treatment center or whatever. So, but right now, that's all I have so far. All the information I wanted to share. I hope I didn't forget anything. Sometimes it's a big, you know, glare. Like everything just it's a cloud, and I probably forgot to hit certain points. But if anybody's going through this and y'all have any questions, or if it's something I missed, or I'm unclear about, you can ask me in the comments, and I'll, answer any questions. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just going through my experience and the things that I went through and how it affected me and my process. So everybody's different. I have friends, that went through this, and their, experience was different. Somebody got their surgery before chemo, and then I have another friend that I think she's negative as well, but she had to do chemo before her surgery too. And that's what they have for me. I had to do the chemo before the surgery. So again, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and listening. And if you have questions, ask me, and I'll try to continue and update you as I go through this journey. I wanted to, show everybody everything, or walk you through my journey through surgery and reconstruction and things like that. So thank you for watching.